Before I ever clipped into my gravel bike, I thought it'd be really simple. Buy the bike, hit the road, and go explore. But holy smokes, there is so much that I wish I knew beforehand. From gear choices to hidden costs to tire choices that completely change the experience. This is everything that I would tell myself if I could go back in time. The first thing on my list is tire choice. This thing seems kinda obvious, but this was one of my biggest surprises, honestly. When I first got my gravel bike, I assumed that I'd mostly be hitting single track, so I left the stock tires on. Pretty quickly, I found myself doing more road riding, and those knobby gravel tires just felt slow and draggy. Swapping to slicks completely changed the game, and I only did it recently. It made the ride smoother, it made it more efficient feeling, and honestly, it made it more fun for me. It's a super easy upgrade and one that completely depends entirely on the terrain that you're riding most. A quick tip on this: if you're unsure on where you'll spend most of your time, go with something right in between. There's tons of great tires that are great for all-around riding. The second thing on my list is gravel is not equal to mountain biking. People on Reddit, here on YouTube, or all over social media, they may argue that gravel and mountain bikes are basically the exact same, but they're not really. Gravel bikes can definitely handle a lot of dirt, fire or Jeep roads, and definitely some fun single track, but don't get it twisted. They're not built for full-on MTB trails with rock gardens, with steep drops, or any serious technical features, I would say. That being said, their versatility is completely unmatched. Gravel lets you flow from pavement to trail to bike path without ever changing bikes. Just don't confuse that for them being the mountain goat. And this point parlays perfectly into my next point. Sometimes I wish I bought a road bike. There were times where I thought, dang, did I make the wrong choice? Especially when I'm riding mostly road here at home. A road bike would have been lighter, it would have been faster and more efficient. But then I remember why I went gravel. One bike that could do both. And when I travel or head west out to Colorado, this bike will be an absolute crusher. If you can only swing one bike, gravel might just be the best do-it-all option. Number 4, tools and spares matter a lot. No one warned me how critical your ride setup is. I had moments early on where I was miles and miles away from home and popped a tire. Yes, I Ubered home, and thankfully now I always pack the basics. In my saddlebag, I now carry a multi-tool, a spare tube, a CO2 inflator, and a cartridge. And of course, 2 tire levers. And on me, I always of course have snacks and hydration. If I'm driving to a ride, I throw in a full toolkit and extra snacks, of course. Trust me, the one day you forget your stuff will be the day that you need it the most. This part is not optional, especially if you're going out alone. Fueling is a really great skill to learn. This was a huge one for me. Early on, I bonked super hard on a ride and it absolutely sucked. Now I make sure to eat something super carb rich before I roll out on any kind of ride. I bring gels and bars with me and sometimes a little honey stinger. I drop some electrolytes in one bottle and I do regular water in another bottle. I used to think fueling was just for racing or for pros, but absolutely not. It's for literally anyone riding more than 60 to 90 minutes. Bonking turns a blast of a ride into an absolute sufferfest, I promise. So you really want to get this one right. And a quick hint on this one, especially this time of year, shorter rides can hit way harder than expected. So you're gonna want to fuel early, not too late. Number 6, the real cost of getting into gravel. This one stings a little. When I saw the price tag on my bike, I thought, cool, I'm set. But the truth is that's just the beginning. You'll probably have to buy pedals separately. They usually don't come with your bikes. Then come shoes, bibs, jerseys, gloves, glasses, bottles, tools, lights, helmets, maybe even a computer. It all adds up quick, and while you can definitely start with less, just know that making your rides more comfortable and of course safe is a financial journey as well. My tip on this would be to make a gear wish list and definitely pace yourself, but buy once and buy smart. This sport has a way of sneaking into every part of your week and every part of your life. But it's not just the ride, it's the gear, the research, the recovery, the random podcasts, the ride planning. I didn't expect to love it as much as I do. Personally, it gives me structure, it gives me goals, it gives me a really rad community, and not to mention just the joy of moving through the world on two wheels. So yeah, it'll completely take over your life, but in the best way possible. So enjoy it and embrace it and let it pull you in. You're joining what I think is one of the best communities in the world. If you're just getting started or considering diving into cycling, I really hope this gives you a nice little head start. Drop a comment below and let me know what you wish someone told you earlier, or what questions you may still have. I'd love to answer them below. I'm absolutely stoked to keep the conversation going, and if you're riding this year, I hope to see you out there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.